A solution to homelessness could be just around the corner, and you'll never believe who you should thank for it. Welcome to the Jason Rantz Show, presented by None Better Tax Resolution. Welcome to downtown dystopia. Once buzzing cities like Seattle and San Francisco became open-air galleries of human misery. That stench of decay so thick in downtown it gets stuck to the back of your throat. It's more than just the trash and human waste. It's a smell of failed policies, courtesy of the radical left. They hijacked the chaos of COVID to push through harm reduction and housing first. Sounds noble. It's not. It's turned vibrant city streets into tent cities where drug addiction runs rampant. San Francisco's overdose deaths hit a record high last year, 752. Meanwhile, in Seattle, major retailers are still closing up shop. Amazon's shifting gears to nearby Bellevue. So what exactly is the solution? Well, enter the unsung heroes, the leaders of the town of Grants Pass, Oregon, and none other than Donald Trump. The city is actively challenging the status quo, which is a ban on tent encampments courtesy of the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. They ruled that sweeps without shelter space available is a violation of homeless people's Eighth Amendment rights against cruel and unusual punishment. But leaders in Grants Pass think it should be allowed to take control of its public spaces, sweep encampments, enforce public camping bans. You see, they took their issue all the way to the Supreme Court. If they win, it could be a game changer for cities everywhere, signaling the fall of these disastrous radical left policies. And thanks to former President Trump, conservatives have a 6-3 majority. That's one simple solution to homelessness. Support local measures to enforce public space regulations. Offering support that the chronically homeless reject is clearly not working. Sometimes they need tough love, like telling them, no, you can't camp out wherever it is you want. But for these plans to be implemented, you need to vote for the leaders who prioritize safety and practical solutions over these feel-good yet incredibly chaotic policies. Imagine walking your dog without having to dodge tents, or taking your kids to a park without fearing for their safety. Picture a downtown where you can actually shop, not just hop over needles or human waste. You see, if Grants Pass wins and we start taking back our public spaces, we could see our cities revitalized, businesses flourishing again, and most importantly, we'll see a real change. To all those people who are living out on the streets, we're going to get them off those streets and into safe environments. So what can you do? Start by educating yourself, educating your neighbors. Discuss the real impact that these policies have had, not just the glossy version that most in the media sells. And if you're fired up, you can pick up a copy of my book, What's Killing America? You can dive deeper into how we can reclaim our cities from the clutches of misguided progressive compassion. But most importantly for you, vote. Vote for politicians who will enforce the law and develop strategies that are proven to actually work. Now hit the like and repost buttons if you're tired of walking through a dystopian novel instead of, well, a downtown we can be proud of. And be sure to subscribe for more hard truths about saving our cities. Jason Rantz here with Greg Nunn, your local tax expert and advocate. Greg, thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, Jason, great to be with you again and talk about these tax issues.
So some folks out there have the IRS calling them nonstop or even coming to their door. What do you recommend they do?
You are protected by statute, by law, that when you have representation, they have to deal with your representative. And I am acting in your best interest when I'm dealing with the IRS. And I tell you, you don't want to talk to them, it'll just stress you out.
If you're having trouble with the IRS, then call Greg Nunn. Greg might be able to negotiate a settlement for up to 85% off the original amount owed, and that includes penalties and interest. Call Greg Nunn today. Did you like that commentary? Make sure you subscribe to the podcast of The Jason Rantz Show. Get it at KTTH.com or wherever it is you download your podcasts.